Costa Rica is a small country in Central America and bordered by Nicaragua to the north and Panama in the south. The Caribbean Sea is set to the east and the Pacific Ocean out to its west. It is slightly smaller than a small American state such as West Virginia, only hosting 5.2 million people. Interestingly, there are 121 volcanic formations and 7 of them are active in Costa Rica. The Powys volcano has the second largest crater in the world, and Arenal is one of the 10 most active volcanoes in the world. It hosts more than 5% of the world's biodiversity, even though its landmass is so small. Luis Fernando Suarez was a defender who played exclusively in his native country for Atlético Nacional and Deportivo Pereira. He won the Copa Libertadores with Nacional in 1989 and went on to management in 1999, coaching Nacional, winning the Primera A in his first year, and then went on to coach a variety of sides, including the Ecuadorian national team. Not to much success, but did coach in 6 Latin American countries, including Peru, Honduras and Mexico, before taking the reins of the Costa Rican actual job in 2021. This is their second straight World Cup, and he has won 60% of their games. They don't fear anyone, and they play a real one-dimensional game plan of attack, attack, attack. They don't give anyone respect, and they're going to be a tricky proposition to play. Bryan Ruiz is a technically gifted attacking midfielder who holds the honourable distinction of being the only Central American to play in the Champions League, the European League and the Copa Libertadores. He started his career at the juggernauts in Costa Rica, Alonense, and he moved to the Dutch side with Ghent and FC Twente. Fulham in the UK heralded next before playing for Sporting Lisbon in Portugal. He had a 2-year stay in Santos in Brazil and then returned home to Alanuse again in 2020. His long career, he has won the Costa Rican National League, the Portuguese and the Netherlands League, and at international level won the Copa Central America. Representing and captaining his nation, he has played over 146 times for Costa Rica, scoring 29 goals, and he will lead them out for what will be his final major tournament in Qatar. A real servant of Costa Rican football. Is a tricky 18-year-old winger with tricks to boot that started his life at Herediano, his local football club. Playing 35 times before a move northeast of England with Sunderland heralded, he is an explosive pace winger who has an eye for goal and a bag of tricks, and has become a fan favourite already in his young career at the Stadium of Light. He's represented his nation 7 times, scoring twice, and the future is bright. He became the youngest player to represent them last year at 17 years old and has already won a league title with his local side at just 17 years old. A real one for the future with a bright career ahead of him. Paulo Wanchope is a former football player and former coach of the Costa Rica national side who played as a striker, most notably for his time in Derby County and Man City, but did have a stint at West Ham. He was a real excitement machine and was a fan favourite, and played 264 times in a 15-year career, scoring 102 goals. Internationally, he represented them 73 times and scored 45 goals, and won the First Division, getting Man City back into the Premier League in 2001. He did win an Intertoto Cup with West Ham and won the Copa Ventura in America in management for his beloved Costa Rica. He's been a journeyman coach since retiring, but he leaves a legacy, particularly for his time in the Premier League. This will be their 6th World Cup, and they shot the world before, famously getting to the quarterfinals in 2014. They topped their group that year that contained World Cup juggernauts Italy and England and Uruguay, and knocked out the European champions Greece in the round of 16. They fell on penalties in the quarters to the Dutch, and it just proves anything is possible, and Costa Rica are that benchmark for many of the unfancied sides. Costa Rica finished behind the United States of America, Mexico and Canada with a record of 7 wins and 4 draws with 3 losses. They missed out on automatic qualification due to goal difference with the US and went into the playoffs versus New Zealand, beating them thanks to an early Joel Campbell goal in the 3rd minute, 1-0. The experience of playing Qatar helps, they understand what it takes and they deserve their place there. They're going to be an entertaining side to watch regardless of what results before them. They begin their campaign versus Spain on the 23rd of November at Al Thumama Stadium in Doha, before going on to face Japanese side in the 27th of November at the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium in Al Rayyan, before finalising their campaign on the 1st of December versus the Germans at Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you could do me a favour and hit that like button and hit that subscribe, we're well on our way to 10k and it would be much obliged. Take it a step further if you want, become a member of the channel. Link is in the description to do that. You can click 2 videos here on the screen and we'll be back soon with more AFL and more football coming soon. Look after yourself. Pom out.